Hello there, everybody. This is Tenacious Earl. Going to try to get a game in here. I'm also in the midst of trying a little different setup, and I don't know how this is going to work out, so bear with me. I decided to move it back. I was hoping to maybe get some better angles, but now I'm starting to worry that this is probably not going to work out so well. As you can see, I've really got to push that paper up there to get that into the view. I'd like to be able to get the dice roll up here, and it's just really tough to get everything into the shot when doing that. So that's okay. Not the biggest marquee matchup here tonight. The Tigers at the Orioles. The Orioles have started very slow. The only team that has started slower than them actually is the Tigers, so for that matter. Tigers 4-10, the Orioles 5-9, and you have to bear with me. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about all this, but we will see how it works out. So it will be Justin Verlander pitching for Detroit. Give me a moment. And it'll be Ubaldo Jimenez for the Orioles. Jimenez at 0-1. 3.97 ERA, not such a bad ERA, but Verlander so far for the Tigers, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1.64 ERA, so they're, oh goodness. Well, we're getting some garbage chats here, so that's I don't know, can I, let's see, remove. And remove. There we go. Okay. Well, I think that's the first time that's happened to me here on the channel, so I guess I should have reported it instead of just removing it. But for the sake of time, let's get going. It'll be Jimenez taking the mound for Detroit, 4-10. Oh, Ken's looking for love in all the wrong places. Kinsler at second base will lead off for the Tigers. Collins in left. Bat second. Miguel Cabrera going to play at third. J.D. Martinez in right. Victor Martinez at first base tonight. Again, we play without DH in this league, so we've got to find a way to squeeze some guys in here occasionally, and that's what we're doing with Victor. Try to get him some at-bats. Justin Upton in center. Jared Saltalamacchia catching. Jose Iglesias at short, and Verlander pitching. And so here we go. Kinsler against Jimenez. Game 3 of the series. It's tied up. Who's going to win? And a 2-7. And the 2-7, that is a ground ball to short, and that's the first out. Tyler Collins. And that's a 2-10. And he will single. Shoots one through the left side of the infield, and going to get our first holding opportunity for base runner here with Miguel Cabrera at the plate. That is a 5-8 against a righty. The ground ball to second base X. So let's get out the chart. Second baseman, Scope 2E8. 2 and 17. That's going to be a G1. This could be a double play ball. Let's see, 13 on the E8. And they are able to turn that. That will be a 4-6-3 ending double play. So no runs with a hit. I'll go to the bottom. Average weather here for this day game at Camden Yards means the singles will be 1 to 8. Hi, Mike. And the home runs for lefties will be 1 to 13. And for righties, it'll be 1 to 10. Lineup for the Orioles, Scope at second base will lead off. Then it'll be Reimold in left, Machado at third base, Chris Davis at first, Jones in center, Trumbo in right field, J.J. Hardy back from injury at short, Caleb Joseph catching, and Jimenez on the mound. Both teams using their backup catchers. Actually, all the games in this game day are day games, so a lot of backup catchers you'll see here. And here is Scope. I don't know if you can see that underneath these cards. One of the downsides. I don't have a whole lot of space. 1-8. And Scope will shoot one through the infield and into the outfield for a single off Verlander. And let's see. Orioles are not going to be a team that takes many extra bags. So Reimold. It's 5 on the D20 there. 6-4 against a right-hander. Fly ball to center field for out number 1. Whoa. Flying cards. Manny Machado. Orioles have been kind of funky here in the early going. Kim needed the day off. He's the only guy I think that's above 300. There's a 1-5. And that'll draw a walk. So, runner moves in the scoring position. Chris Davis. See if he can latch onto one here. Actually, I don't want to put these down. I was holding them up to show you. And that's another 1 roll. 1-9. And he strikes out. That brings up Adam Jones. Let's see, with 2 outs. Still not a very favorable base stealing chance here. Let's see, the hold number -3 for Verlander. Saltalamacchia +2. So it's not terrible, but they're going to go ahead and let Adam Jones hit. 2 on the D20 and a 4 means a potential passed ball. We roll. Well, Saltalamacchia is a 0 passed ball guy, so we don't have to worry about it. We will re-roll without the D20. 2 outs. 3-5. And that is going to be a... I was trying to get that to zoom in and clear up. That's a fly ball left. That will end the inning. I think for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and put the cards down and hope you guys can see them, but I think in the long run, it's just going to be really difficult to get that to happen. So it's going to be difficult to get this game in a short amount of time without just reading them off of the deck. And you guys will just have to trust that I'm doing it right, because that's the way I want to do it. So top of the second, no score. It'll be J.D. Martinez. And a 2-2, and he lines out to the shortstop for the first out. Victor Martinez, 5'10", batting from the left side. He strikes out off Jimenez's card. 2 down, Justin Upton. and a 410. Batting from the right side, that'll be a taxing play for Manny Machado, but he's a 1E10, so high roll. Let's take a look here at the third base. That's a 6. He'll be fine, but it's going to be 14 with an E10. But he makes the play, so 1, 2, 3 for the top of the second. We'll go to the bottom. Not sure people are going to like this vantage point here. So, not sure I like it. I'm going to need to buy another clamp. So, still no score. I need another clamp so I can add some height to this. So, alright. Trumbo. Against a righty, 4-5, pops out to the shortstop, 1 out. J.J. Hardy. He gets caught up in there. I'm going to re-roll this guy because 2-7 strikes out. And Caleb Joseph. 6-7 against a righty. 1 to 3 would be a single. And it's a 2. Turns the lineup over. It'll be Jimenez with 2 outs and Joseph at first. Pitcher's hitting card number 1. And that is a 10 on the D20 over there. 5-9. Jimenez bats from the right side. 5-9 strikes him out. So still no score. Second hit of the game given up by Verlander that inning, but to no avail for the Orioles. All right, so I'm just going to roll on the sheet here. Saltalamacchia. 2-6 draws a walk. Brings up Iglesias. He'll swing away here. 1-8. 1-8, and that's a ground ball to the pitcher. It's going to be a fielder's choice. 1-6. 1-4, actually, we'll say. So with 1 out, it will be Verlander, and Verlander will be trying to move the runner along here. Sack bunt. It's a 7 on the D20. That is a 7 on... So, let's see. Verlander, he is a C. It makes it a D because they're expecting it. And a 7 is a sack. So, with the 6, that'll be the third baseman. And so Iglesias into scoring position with Kinsler at the plate. Looking to try to get this first run. And that's a 2-6, and that will get the job done. 1-4 double. And it'll be a single, but that's a 2-star single. That'll be an RBI for Kinsler. And it's 1-0. Tigers take the lead here. Kinsler, let's see, what's his steal rating? 5 and 6, and Jimenez +9. So it's a favorable chance here. They're going to see if he can get a lead. 1 on the D20, a pickoff attempt. That's 2 games in a row we've had that. So let's see, what's his second number? 11. So 1 to 11, he's safe, gets back in. 12 to 20, and he's out. And it's a 20. Picked off. Havoc die strikes again. And so we will go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Detroit as Kinsler knocks in Iglesias. Top of the order for the Oriole scope. Singled but was stranded in the first. 2-11, he pops out to Iglesias, out number 1. Nolan Reimold flew out to center in his first at bat. 1-7, strikes out. 2 down, Manny Machado. 6-9 righty. That will be a 2-out walk. He's walked twice. And it's going to bring up Chris Davis. Always dangerous. 2-8, strikes out, and that will be it for the third. Still 1-0 Detroit. Top of the fourth. I want to call this guy Tycho. Tyler Collins. I don't know if that's his nickname or not, but we'll go with it. Tyler Collins leading off, and that's a 1-3. Grounds it to first. 1 out, Miguel Cabrera. 4-7, a walk. Brings up J.D. Martinez. Cabrera not going anywhere. 2-8, and he strikes out. And so with 2 outs, Victor Martinez to the plate. And that's a 1 on the D20, means a potential wild pitch. Jimenez, 1-7. And it's a 7. That will be a wild pitch. So re-roll everything again. Martinez still with Cabrera at second this time. 2 down, 1-4, and that's a fly ball to Trumbo, and he will make the catch, and they can't get that run home. Going to the bottom of the fourth. Verlander staked to a 1-0 lead. See if he can keep it going. Plunk, Miggy, and out for the year. Yep. Okay, Jones. Jonesing for a little Jones. 6-5 righty. 1-11 normal home run. Is it going to go? And it does. Home run. Ties the ball game. Solo shot. Verlander gets taken out of the park. And here's Trumbo. Guy you would have expected to do that, more likely. 1-11. Yeah, he might get a ballpark single out of this. 1-8. It's rolling off the page, and it's a 3. So he does get a single. He's not going anywhere. J.J. Hardy. 2-6, and that is a single. Trumbo will make it all the way to third on that one. Got a good read on it, and it's Caleb Joseph. Verlander making this inning tough. First and third, they're going to play. They'll play back. They'll give up the run to try and get 2 outs. 1-3, and that is good luck for the Tigers. That is a foul out to the third baseman. That's 1 out. So Jimenez comes up. He's going to go ahead and swing away. Pitcher's hitting card number 1. They're just hoping for maybe a strikeout here at best. 3-6. Well, that's a ground ball out. Ground ball A, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and that's going to get them out of the inning. So They told him not to swing, and Ubaldo is just like, you know what? I can hit this thing. And instead, he punches it right to Iglesias, who moves it to Kinsler, and then over to Victor Martinez for the final out. We're going to go to the fifth. 1-1 is your score, Justin Upton. 3-7. That's a grounder to Scope, and he throws to first for the out. Jared Saltalamacchia. So 1-2, and that's a grounder, another grounder to Scope. That'll be the second out. Jose Iglesias. 3-8. And guess what? Scope has gotten a lot of work in this inning. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. And it will be Scope, after having to make all those throws to first, now he will be leading off the bottom of the fifth. 5-7 righty. 1-3 would be a triple. It's a 17. Flies out to Upton. Reimold. 0 for 2. 5-8 against a righty. Grounder to second. Kinsler, good fielder. 1E10. And let's see. 14 on E10 at second base. He makes the play. And with 2 outs, it'll be Machado. Walk twice. 3-6, and he hits a tall pop-up that Iglesias sizes up and catches. And we'll go to the sixth. Still 1-1. Battle of doormats here in the TBL. Neither team showing up very well here this season so far. So Jimenez against Verlander. They're going to stick with Verlander, even though he had a shaky inning. In the fourth, the fifth, he came through with 1-2-3, and a 2-6 strikes out. And with 1 down, it'll be Kinsler, top of the order. 1 for 2, and he was picked off. 5-4 righty, fly ball to center. Adam Jones, 2E2. 2 and a 4. I think he's still going to make the play. Yes, he does, just barely. It's a deep fly, but he is able to catch that. Let's check the E2 in the 14. I'm pretty sure that will be okay. Yes. So with 2 outs, Kinsler gone, it'll be Tycho. 2-5, and there's going to be a potential triple for him. 1-16, and it's 13, so that go-ahead run will be at third base. Collins with the triple, and wild pitch would get him home. Single would get him home. Miguel Cabrera up. Tempted to walk this guy just to... But then you walk him and Martinez hits a home run, and then you've really done yourself in. They're going to take their chances with Cabrera. And that's a 4-7. It's a walk anyway. So, it's funny how that happens at times. You think you might intentionally walk somebody, and you just get the pitch around kind of walk off the card. And here's JD Martinez, first and third, 2 outs. 5-10 against a righty, and he strikes him out, and that will retire the side. Jimenez having a nice outing here. Through 6 innings. Not the friendliest of numbers as far as his card goes, but depending on how far they get down this lineup, they may think about going to their bullpen. They're Bullpen's been a little shaky in this TBL season, though. So Verlander will face, let's see, yeah, Chris Davis, 0 for 2, couple of Ks. Bottom of the 6th, 1-1. That's a 1-7, and guess what? 3 for 3 on the Ks for Chris Davis. Adam Jones, that's a 2-9. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and Verlander makes the play. Trumbo, 1-5, and he'll draw a 2-out walk. He's been on twice now. Sure hoping that J.J. Hardy can maybe tattoo one here. That is a, let's see what's on the D20 there. That was a 7. I was pretty sure it was. 5-10 against a righty. Ground ball. Third base, X. Third base is Cabrera, 5E21. This could be trouble. 5 and a 17. He'll get to it. And let's add it up here. That's an 11 on an E21. And that will be an error on Cabrera. So, brings up Caleb Joseph with 2 outs. Verlander doesn't want to mess around here. Wants to get this guy out. Although Jimenez, again, they could be tempted to go to their bullpen here. 3-10. Well, that'll be a fly ball to right, and underneath that will be J.D. Martinez, and that will get Verlander through this inning. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Still 1-1. The offense is a little stunted for both teams. And it'll be V-Mart leading off against Jimenez. 2-6, a grounder to short, and that'll be an easy play for Hardy. 1 out. Justin Upton. 2-8, strikes out. And Jared Saltalamacchia, 0 for 1 with a walk. That's a 2-6. That's another walk. Tigers will get some bullpen action going here. Got to look at their usage. Look at Mark Lowe warming up. They might have to. They'll definitely go to a pinch hitter if Iglesias gets on. Another 2-6. That's a fly ball to left field, and that will be the final out. And I think they will stick with, yeah, they'll stick with Verlander. He's got the stamina to stay with it here. But the Orioles, they will have to get somebody up in the pen. I think that's going to be it for Jimenez. Unfortunately, he won't be able to get the victory unless one of his guys puts him ahead here. So let's see. Brock and Givens are unavailable. So they'll be pitching the 8th. They're going to go to Darren O'Day and get him warming up. And to pinch hit, they will have... I forgot to write in the 0 here. Pedro Alvarez. Actually, they haven't announced it. They haven't announced it yet. Let's take another look. They want a guy that has a better chance of getting on. They're going to go with Hyun-Soo Kim. So, Kim will face Verlander. trying to give Verlander a chance to win this. 2-7, a lot of twos. What's up with that? 2-7, a grounder to the second baseman. That'll be 1 out. Jonathan Scope. 4-9 against a righty. Grounder to short. X. Iglesias is a 1-7, so he'll make the play. Don't even need to look at that. And Reimold, 2 outs. Another 2. 2-5. That is a grounder to short. We're going to go to the 8th. The Orioles will have to turn to O'Day. Tigers are going to keep Mark low up. Jimenez is gone. He goes 7 innings. And the Tigers, they're going to bring in a pinch hitter to face O'Day. And it'll be a guy who's hit very well so far this season, even though he's going to get released here soon. Anthony Goes. So here goes with O'Day. O'Day as a... Oh, where's my little paper there? There you are. Let's see. Baltimore. O'Day has a pretty high chance of getting hurt. So I think he is a 6-7. Let's see. 2, 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes. So 6-7 will hurt him. So Anthony Goes with the will be leading off here. 6-10, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Tough play for Adam Jones. 2-2. Oh, and it's a 1. That's going to be a double, I do believe. Yes, it is. That is a leadoff double. How many times has that happened for Goes? He has gotten some real breaks. And then let's make sure E2 and a 12, no problem. As far as ears go, that's going to be a leadoff double for Goes. He is a 15 runner. And here's Kinsler with the runner at second, nobody out. Trouble already for O'Day, mostly because of the range of his center fielder. And there's a 1 on the D20, means we go to wild pitch. He is a 0, so we don't have to roll that. We re-roll. And there is the 6-7. How about that? Alright, so ground ball to second base, X. Let's finish this out. This should move the runner along at the very least. Second baseman is Scope. He is a 2. Let's see. With a righty up, he would be... That makes him a 3. 3 and a 6. That is a single. Wait, no, that's from the outfield. Let's see. 3 and a 6. And he's holding them on. That is going to be a single 2-star, and that will score the run. It's 2-1. And let's just double check the air. That's 11. E8. That's not going to be a problem. But... And now we have to check O'Day's injury. Let's roll the D20 first. 18 for a pitcher. That's a 20-game injury. When does he come out? 1 and 2 means he... Well, he'll... I think that means, if I recall, that means he will realize it after the game. So, keep going here. The Orioles are going to get somebody up and warming because... Can't be Gibbons. Be Dylan Bundy. No, I don't. I want to try and hang on to him. Let's do Vance Worley. Gibbons isn't available, so Worley will warm up. So Tyler Collins with Kinsler at first. Nobody out. 1-4. Ballpark single, 1-8. And it rolls up into that little thing and isn't laying flat. So let's, yeah, that'll be a single. First and second. O'Day getting the bad luck go against him here. Wait a minute. I forgot to flip the card. 1-4 was on Kinsler's. That's still a walk. Tyler Collins' card is a walk, not a ballpark single, so. And O'Day is now tired, so they're definitely gonna have to go to the bullpen here. They're trying to hang on to a chance at retaking this lead. So O'Day ineffective. Vance Worley, long reliever coming in here. O'Day goes 0, and he's going to be injured. I'm going to put O'Day 20 games. I'll have to sort out later on how much he really is going to be injured. So a 2 means 11. Okay. First and second with nobody out, Miguel Cabrera. This is Danger City. And a 1 on the D20 means we check wild pitch. 1-7. It's a 20. No wild pitch. 5-7 against a righty. Ground ball to second base. They would be holding Kinsler on with the second baseman, so this is a 3-E8 again. This time a 16. So that's a G1. This could be a double play, except you've got, look at this, 16. And look at this, 16. Everything going wrong for the Orioles here. That's a 1-base error. And now the base is loaded. They had a chance to potentially turn 2 there, and Scope has trouble transferring it out of his glove, and it's going to be J.D. Martinez with the bases loaded against Worley. Nobody out. Infield in. 2-5. And that is a single. A 3-5 would have had a chance at a home run. That's going to be a single, though. That's going to score 2. Gets through the infield. That is drawn in. 2 RBIs for Martinez, and this game is broken wide open. Well, maybe not quite wide open. That's but it's a 4-1 lead, and Worley's going to be stuck with this. First and third, again, they'll play the infield in here. Nobody out. Victor Martinez. 1-6, and that's another single. That's going to score another run. They're going to hold Martinez at second. But Cabrera comes in, 4 runs across this inning. And it just keeps piling up. Justin Upton, first and second, nobody out still. And that's leaning somehow. Let's re-roll this guy. That's a 1. Check the wild pitch, and no wild pitch. It was a 1-7. That's an 8. So Upton, 2-7, strikes out. He's a 0-for right now. One of the few. Saltalamacchia, again, first and second. This time 1 out. That's a 2-8, and he'll walk and load the bases. This is just getting insane. Jose Iglesias. Let's see, it's 5-1 right now to Detroit. Bases loaded. They're going to play the infield in. And a 3-7. and that is going to be a single, ground ball, 3-7, ground ball, second base A, but with a plus. Infield drawn in means that goes through. That is a single. 2 runs are going to score. And the Tigers have opened this up. And that is now a 7-1 lead. And the fans are filing out here at Camden Yards. They are unhappy. Batting around is the Tigers, and you still got Goes who can come back in here and hit. So he's going to be up with first and third. He led off the inning with a double. Again, they'll have to play infield in here. 6-6 against a lefty. And that's a strikeout. Worley has a good reliever rating, or a long reliever rating, so that will not get taken away from him, that strikeout. Kinsler now with 2 outs. 4-9 against a righty. Uh-oh. 1-9, a home run. More runs will score here. Just how many is the question. And it is a 9. 1-9. And, of course, I've got to look up the dimensions of Camden Yards, so bear with me. Oh, my goodness. This game, it can be very intense when you start playing super advanced. Let's see. So this is Kinsler, and definitely it's going to be left fielder. So we check the left fielder, who is Reimold. He's a 3. So 1-11, a home run. Let's roll it and see. 1-11, it'll be gone. Otherwise, and it's gone. That is a 1. Even the best outfielder wouldn't have stopped that. That thing is out of here. 3 runs. Kinsler, if the dagger wasn't already employed, he did it right there. How many runs across this inning? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 10-1. They put a 9 spot up. 11 men have come to the plate. Only 2 outs so far. And Tyler Collins still with 2 outs, and this time nobody on. 4-10 against a lefty. That's a grounder to second. And that will put an end to this. Oh my goodness. Going to the bottom of the 8th. Looked like this was going to be a pitcher's matchup, and instead it really got out of hand. So what they're going to do here, they thought Collins was, or they thought Ghost was going to be done, but what they will do, they're going to leave Ghost in center field. They're going to sit down low. They will bring up, let's see, is Buck Farmer available? Yes, he is. Farmer will try to pitch a couple innings here. Verlander goes 7. And he will go right here. Ghost is a 3 -1 E5 in center field. And the pitcher will hit in Collins' spot. All right, so let's see, where are we? Get Machado out here. He's going to lead off. See if they can put anything together here and try to mount a charge. 3-8. That's a pop out to second. 1 out. Chris Davis. 5-5 lefty. And he strikes out the old golden sombrero for Chris Davis. And Adam Jones. 5-7 righty. He'll draw a walk. Trumbo. Here's a guy who could put a couple runs on the board if he makes contact. 612. Is Farmer a 612 guy? That could be. Whew. He sure is. Oh my goodness. 612 against a righty. Ground ball to second base. Kinsler 1E10. They aren't holding Jones on, and he'll make the play. Double check that. Yes. All right, so, but we got to check Farmer's injury here. Farmer zone, and another 18. He's going to come out now. I don't have time to mess with this. Get Mark Lowe warming up again. Worley is staying in for sure, but they're going to bring in a pinch hitter or a relief pitcher here. Farmer, I guess that's 20. It's more just, it's my little bit of, what do you want to call it, frustration is in that it just takes time. I don't have much time here every night, and when you do the super advanced injuries, there is time that is taken. Okay, Worley back out. Is Cabrera going to lead off the 9th? And what is Worley's? This would be just desserts for me for getting frustrated that it would be a... I already wrote it down. It's a 6'11", so 6'9", against a righty. That's a single. Would just kind of like a quick inning here and be done with it. No slight to Orioles fans. 110. And, yeah, how about that? Ground ball to short. A plus injury. Martinez, he is hurt for 2 games. Thus the reason why you should sub out your stars. I'm not going to worry about that other role. Thus the reason you should sub out your stars in a blowout, because you don't need them to be taking extra at bats like Martinez was there. Here's Victor Martinez. 3-6, and it's a pop out to short. And that's 3 outs, no runs. We're going to put Aviles in here. He's a 5+1. Whoa, what am I doing? E5, 13. Probably what I should have done was put him in Collins' spot. Oh yeah, Upton, he moved to left. (3+1). And I'm running out of time, literally. All right, that's it. That, okay. Gonna be Low. He's taking over here for Farmer, who got injured, and it'll be Hardy, then Joseph, then Kim. Hardy, 3-3, grounder to first. 1 out, we'll just call it an unassisted put out. Caleb Joseph. Why not? Pedro Alvarez will get a pinch hit here for Caleb Joseph. 2-7, grounder to second. And pitcher spot, it'll be Rickard. Last chance. 1-5, and he strikes out, and that's the ball game. Tigers take down the Orioles, and they take 2 of 3 at Camden Yards. Final score 10-1, shellacking of the Orioles. Win goes to Verlander. Loss to Jimenez. Actually, wait a second. No. My bad. My bad. Lost to O'Day. And no saves. Big game for the Tigers. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I know I probably seemed a little temperamental there for a second. The injuries pile up at times, and so it can be frustrating. But all in all, still, it adds to the intrigue. It adds variation. You've got to make changes in the lineups and in the rosters. So we'll do that in the interim. And until then, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Tigers win and draw even with the Orioles for last place. So thanks a lot. And strat on, guys. Have a great night.